So what is it like actually working at the games? Let's check in with our friend Gerard Fegan. He's working as a venue producer there. Good morning, Gerard.
Good morning, Faiza.
Okay, maybe you can tell us a little bit about where you're staying and what you're up to now.
So I'm not actually in Tokyo, so I'm about a half an hour away in Yokohama. I'm here to do the baseball and softball in the in stadium production. So it's a little bit different from Tokyo.
And so this is your first Olympics, right?
Yeah, it is.
And it must be a bit bizarre working during COVID, during the pandemic. What are you seeing in terms of restrictions there?
Well, it's a lot of testing before you go, and when you arrived, we did 3 days of testing when we got here, and then there's daily testing, or every couple of days there's testing, and then when you go into your venue, there's temperature checks and security checks as you're going in.
Gotcha. And so you just mentioned safety, some of the safety protocols there being testing. Are there any other safety protocols there for you and your colleagues, and do they differ from the athletes there?
I don't know for the athletes. I'm assuming I'm not in the athlete village, so I'm assuming they have their own. But for us, we each have our own taxi drive within the first 2 weeks anyways, because I'm in quarantine at the moment because I've only been here just under 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And we have our own taxi that picks us up, drives us to the venue. They wait for us. And then when we're finished for the day, they will drive us back to our hotel. And then that's the only places I'm allowed is the venue, which you can see right now, which is gorgeous.
Beautiful, yeah.
And my hotel. Yeah.
I have to ask you because a lot of Team Canada fans are probably watching this interview right now. Is Canada a strong contender for any of the sports that you're producing?
For softball, absolutely. So the women's softball, we have a team. They've already played 2 games. They're 1-1, I believe. We do not have a baseball team, unfortunately, but the Canadian women's team are definitely in contention to medal.
Okay, good to know. We'll be cheering for them from here. Last question. I know when I go visit a country, whether it's for work or personal, you have to go out and sightsee. Do you know if you're going to get the opportunity to experience some of the culture there?
So after quarantine, I'm available to go and check out the city and see all the sights and everything. There's a few Olympic things around the city that I've heard from, but I haven't seen yet. So when I'm not doing the actual sport and producing and directing the games, I hope to do some exploring and venturing out. Yeah.
Okay, take plenty of pictures and don't forget my souvenir, okay?
All right, I'll bring you back a baseball hat.
Sounds good. Okay. Gerard Fegan. Gerard Fegan, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Faiza.
it. Have a good one.
No problem. You too.
Frank Ferragini, would you like a souvenir? Because I can send an email to Gerard.
Yeah, make sure you do. You know, we worked together for years, and I can't believe you just didn't offer me as well.